today on EA Sports. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Houston Oilers taking on the Sacramento Condors.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Sacramento Condors and the Houston Oilers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visitors from Sacramento, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And we are underway from Houston. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bowman. And he's got his man on the out route. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The try here for the extra point. It's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll run on first down. Pearson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and
back to throw. Bowman. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 yards.
Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second down now, Pearson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Bowman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
His own 9-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Backed up deep to start the drive.
Stay first down here, right? First down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The contact leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 99 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the
pretty solid start for the rookie here on this 1st drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On 1st down, Newman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Carry. Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
There's a throw into the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Newman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the 1st score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead.
14. Condors, nothing.
kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Second and 10 at the 20.
On second down, Pearson takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
To throw on third down, Bowman. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And a short gain down to about the 33. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Looking to throw. Bowman. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Condors 3.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 1st down, it's Newman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try the left side. Newman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle made.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Newman. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
46.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A
receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
One after here coming up. And it's 21-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Condors 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. That's a good way to start the drive. 7. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Houston set to take over.
It's a quick turnaround for him after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
They'll take over first.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Bowman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on third down. Bowman.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Carry.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's
from the midfield stripe. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bowman. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Sacramento.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Bowman. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up and they tend to play well. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll run on first down. Pearson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30.
Now a carry here for their fullback.
The fullback.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
3rd down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the gun, Bowman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
The score, Oilers 21, Condors 13.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. That will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Their own 22-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, he did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Oilers 24, Condors 13.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 7 yards.
Was it a breakdown in protection?
protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun, Bowman. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. A big-time sack there on fourth down. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
On 1st and 10, Bowman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Bowman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Bowman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Gain on the play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Is running back out of the backfield. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun. Bowman got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Now, 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, Bowman. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. But being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 brings up.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. To throw from his end zone, Bowman. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On first down, Bowman firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Bowman's pass complete to number 88.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.